Hello, and welcome back to another edition of SGN. I am Mr. Calhoun.
Maria, what are you doing?
Wake up, get out of bed, don't bump your head, get dressed. Put on your shoes, it's another day and news.
Welcome back to another edition of Some Good News, which we call SGN for short. I'm Mr. Calhoun. That intro you just heard was made by our very own Joey and Lindsay Goldstein, who are huge fans of the original SGN and created their own show to send to family and friends to help stay in touch. Awesome job, guys. Love the intro. As we move to episode 2 and continue to rip off John Krasinski's original idea, I wanted to thank the staff, the students, and all the parents for the overwhelming amount of good news that was sent in to me the last 2 weeks. It has forced us to move the show from a one-hit wonder to one more show, so this is it. Without further ado, let's get this started. In GW Pet News, Ethan from Mr. Pragda's class got a brand new puppy named Rocket, and Aiva from Miss Taub's class got a new pet hamster. Some exciting news, Lily Bosch and Katie Decker's butterflies have now turned into chrysalis. In heartwarming pet news, the Ferguson sisters Sally, Charlotte, and Vivian's dog Lucy caught a chipmunk. The family was able to rescue the chipmunk in time and release it back into the woods. Let's watch.
Open it. Go, Chibi. Go. Save.
Wow. Awesome. In other GW news, Amazon has been working overtime in Mawa as GW students have been receiving lots of awesome new things. Like Alok, who got a brand new desk. Ryan Gamaya, Ryan Goins, and Julia all got brand new bikes. These bikes should come in handy to wave to new GW bike riders Jack Pullis, Julia Radfar, Lexi Lawler, who also lost a tooth, and Jack Charles Fine, who says he's been riding his bike like it's his job. Another new bike rider, Layla Mbalu from Miss Taub's class, has been busy to learning how to ride a bike, lost a tooth, and has been flying her kite up and down the streets of Mawa. Sports! The Hatton sisters have been tearing up the weekly PE challenges as Paige played some DIY cornhole and Reagan played DIY skee ball. Good stuff, girls. In other sporting news, I decided to throw a ball over a house, run through the garage, and try to catch it on the other side. That was cool and weird. Quick change. Time for our weekly weather report. We go to our expert in the field who's always right 50% of the time, Chase. Amazing. Thanks. In GW staff news, let's give a big SGN congratulations to Miss Duffy and Mrs. Spear for graduating virtually with their master's degree. Great job, guys. In other staff news, Mrs. Petrowski's daughter Lily and her niece Reese spent the afternoon catching frogs. In the traditional Petrowski family way, they decided to kick it up a notch and have the frogs race. I wonder who won. Lastly, in staff news, which we will call MGN, because it's my good news, I made my network television debut last week on CBS's The Talk with my exercise game of DIY Plinko. But enough about me. Woo! You hear that music? You know what time it is? It's birthday time! Yeah! Because this is our last show, I want to quickly share all of the birthdays that are in June. To my fellow summer birthday friends, have no fear. You will not be forgotten. We will have a day just for you next year, but because of time constraints, here are the June birthdays, Star Wars style. In other GW family news, the Bongiorni kids, Emma, Kayla, and James, are thinking of opening up their own bake shop after all the practice they've had the last couple of weeks. Yum. The Calabrese sisters have been learning new things and remembering old. Avery is a new bike rider and can get herself swinging on the swings, which her mom is very thankful for. While her sister Amelia was excited and surprised she remembered how to swim from last year. GW student Andrew Copland decided to skip the grocery store lines and try to do it himself, as he grew his own herb and veggie garden. Awesome. Lastly, Sophie and Marie Huang were not going to be denied a fireworks show on Memorial Day. So instead, they decided to make their own. In a jar. I can't wait to see what you girls have planned for July 4th. It's once again time for a special SGN exclusive interview with Instagram star, YouTube star, and now CBS sensation, Cole Calhoun. Can you share with us this week on the show some good news?
I can't. I'm having a snack.
What the? I can't believe it. To close out our news, I saved some of the best stories for last. Some GW students and their families have been doing the extraordinary to help others, and here are some of those stories. First up, the Grisback brothers, Cale and Braden, who heard a problem and went in action to fix it. A family member who was a nurse at a local hospital told Cale and Braden's mom the nurse's ears were being rubbed raw from wearing the face mask all day. This inspired Cale and Braden and their mom to create 14 headbands for the nurses at that hospital so they could wear their masks comfortably. Awesome stuff, Grisbacks. Dwight DeFreeze's mom is organizing a fundraiser called Chalk Your Hair to Show You Care. Here's a picture of the flyer. If you would like to get involved or have any questions, here is her email below. I can't wait to let Cole and Chase chalk my hair. Last story I have for you today is from the Byrne family. They have begun something they call Operation Rock Drops. Kayla and Gabby have been hard at work painting rocks to line the streets with inspirational messages for anyone walking by. They are planning on branching out soon. Great idea, Byrne family. Before we wrap up, in case you missed it, the GW staff made a 90s TV show themed lip sync video. Be sure to check it out on my Instagram or YouTube channel. The answer to the question of what were the 5 classic 90s TV shows in the video were Baywatch, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Full House, Saved by the Bell, and Friends. Great job if you got all 5, parents. In huge news, today is field day. Be sure to check out all 9 videos waiting for you and your family to try at home. Also, don't forget to send me a 5 to 10 second dance clip for our end of year Spirit Day dance-off. Can't wait to see them. This will be my final SGN for the year. Don't forget to keep smiling and creating good news. That's all from me. Goodbye, everybody. Time to get in the pool.